Good morning, baseball fans. Alex Hart here, and welcome back to the channel. And I must say, things have been popping off these past 24 hours. The power ranking videos performing very well in terms of views and comments. I love seeing you guys come in here. Let me know what you guys think. A lot of people disagree with a couple of teams on there, and that's fair and that makes sense. We all have our own opinion. But I must say, the one thing that doesn't make much sense to me is people always constantly pointing to the records of teams, saying that's why they should be higher. Guys, if I wanted to make a ranking system based off record, I would just pull up the standings and put it there. I tried to make this based off where I project these teams finishing at the end of the season, given their current path, trajectory, etc. From what I've seen, I do watch a ton of baseball. I watch all of these teams. Some teams more than others, obviously, and I do tend to form a little biases along the way, but just thought I would throw that in there before we get into these games. We only have 5 games that played yesterday, May 10th, Monday, so before we do that, I just wanted to do that, and thanks everyone for all your comments. This is really what I wanted the channel to be about, talking about baseball, talking about what's up, what's going down, all that stuff, but yeah, so go down there, like, subscribe. Lots more videos, and I really want to start doing, I guess, more ranking videos because people seem to like those for fun, right? All right, let's jump into yesterday's games. May 10th, like I said, Monday. Starting things off, Reds 14, Pirates 1. Reds coming back with their big offensive output here. It's awesome. Right against the right team in the right time. Honestly, they needed a game like this. They needed a game where their offense just pops and their pitching and defense do well, and that's the case. 15 hits, 14 runs for them in this game. A bunch of players. I think we got six players with multi-hit games. Home runs. Suarez hits his 6th of the season. Naquin hits his 8th of the season, and for the Pirates, Stallings hits a 2nd one. Tyler Mahle, 5.1, 107 Ks, and then on the other side, Keller had 7 earned runs, and his ERA is 7.81. It's been a little bit rough for him on that side. On the other case, the bullpen didn't do so well. Either Amir Garrett's still going strong. He struck out 3 in this game, and the Reds trying to turn things around. They've been on a little bit of a downswing, and honestly, the Pirates are probably the best team to get you going again. Next up, we have the Orioles 4 and the Red Sox 1. I think they're, over the past 4 games these two teams have played, I think they're split now 2 apiece. I'd have to really go check this, all going off memory. But this is a big win for the Orioles. They got out to a quick lead. Boston tied it up in the 4th. Then the Orioles took the lead again here, and the bullpen coming in. Andrees gives up 3 of the earned runs for Boston here. And so far this season, he hasn't been stellar, to say the least. Jorge Lopez for Baltimore goes 5.2, 1 earned run, 5 Ks. He gets the no decision, but he pitched very well. Probably one of his better ones of the season, bringing his ERA down. Martin Perez, he had 1 earned run over 5. His ERA comes down as well, and he had a pretty decent outing. But it's that bullpen of the Orioles that seems to close these things out. You can see here, they kind of have something set up with Sri Lankans and Fry and Valdez coming in for his 8th save of the season, which is good. The Orioles are now creeping their way back up. They don't want to be considered the worst in that division, that's for sure. Next up, Angels 5, Astros 4. In this one, the Astros, you thought they were cruising for an easy win here. They're up 4-0 mid-game, and from what we've seen in the Astros, they can kind of close these games out. They did pretty well against the Jays when they're in this situation. However, there was a 6th inning here where LA put up 4, and it was really off. They didn't mark it as an error, but Correa fumbled the ball, and it kind of resulted in no one getting out, and then they scored a couple runs and tied it up. Walsh had an amazing game here, 4 hits, 2 RBIs. And Trout, not so much. He's down to 3.65, 1.177 OPS. Walsh hits his 7th of the season, as well as Justin Upton, his 7th of the season. On the other side, Astros didn't hit any home runs. Luis Garcia, he gets the no decision, 5.13 earned runs. He gets tagged with a bunch of them, even though they all came in really with Bielak on the mound, and Bielak gets tagged with a blown save. And poor Garcia, they were talking about it. He doesn't seem to get the decisions when he pitches as well. And honestly, he pitched very well this game. Guerrero on the other side, they went 1 inning to start things off, 3 earned runs. They pulled him very quick, and then it just went to a bullpen kind of battle, and they closed the door. Shisak, Watson, Myers, and Iglesias comes in for the 6th save of the season. I know early in the season I was concerned, but he seems to have settled in to his role right now. And the Angels, this is a big win for them. They need this win to turn their season around, honestly. Next up, Diamondbacks 5, Marlins 2. Didn't watch this one too much myself. I'm going to go down to the pitchers here. Luke Weaver, 6.1, 0 earned runs, 6 Ks. Just a great start. He's now 2-3, 5 ERA. Holloway, 3.2, 3 earned runs. And it's just a Detweiler comes in as well. And Clymer ends up doing it. Krichkon, whatever, however you pronounce this closer, he's up to 4 saves. Home run wise, with Aguilar for the Marlins hitting his 7th in this game. But let's check out the wrap. We have lots of Weaver gets revenge as D-backs snap the skid. He's going to be a good name. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the revenge is. I think it's from because these guys just recently played, so I'm guessing Weaver got beat up by them last time they played. But big win for the D-backs. They'd been skinning pretty bad, and the Marlins are just being the Marlins. It's pretty consistent. Nothing too much for me to write home on this one. Bringing us to the last game of the night. It was a good game. Giants 3, Rangers 1. It was close for the majority of the game. 1-0 early, and then Rangers tied up right away, bring it 1-1, and then Sanford comes in. Home runs, we have Brendan Belt hit his 8th of the season. It was a nice knock. On the other side, we had Chris Davis he hit a triple, but it was like so close to being a homer. Very, very close. 2-hit night for him. Don't hear much about Chris Davis these days. Kyle Gibson, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. Another awesome start for Kyle. He's got 2.28 ERA. It's been one of his better ones. And then Alex Wood, 7 innings pitched, 7 Ks, 1 earned run, 4-0 on the season. Rogers comes in for his 10th hold. McGee for his 9th save. 10 holds. I think that's the highest we see so far. But yeah, the Giants are off to the races, and they're picking up wins right here, and they're proving to me, they have proven it to me that they're for real. These starting pitchers are really keeping them in games, and their offense is coming through when it needs to. They're beating the teams they need to. So, like what I see about the Giants, very small night last night, 5 games, one of them postponed. San Diego, Colorado got postponed. So, yeah, let's just jump in. Look, might as well look at the injury update. From MLB.com here. CJ Cron, 10-day DL, lower back strain. Jacob deGrom, he underwent his MRI revealing no long-term injury, so that's very good news. He exited Sunday. The issue could delay his next start, so it's going to be a short stint. They talk about overall. Marisnik, he left the games against Pirates on Sunday at Arrieta through a bullpen session, so he could very well pitch. Right-hander will throw off the mound during the club's next series. So maybe it should be back the following series. So next week we might see Jake Arrieta back for the Pirates with Moran. He exited Saturday. He's going to the 10-day DL. Hayes is getting moved from the 10-day DL to the 60-day DL. Arihara, he's on 10-day DL due to a contusion in the right middle finger. Hurts. Kevin Kiermaier and Francisco Mejia. Kiermaier left Saturday, sprained wrist. They're going to put him on the 10-day DL, and Mejia is also on the 10-day DL. For the Blue Jays, one of their star relievers right now, Dolis, he's going on the 10-day injured list from Sunday, so he's not going to be back at least till nearer the end of May. Newsom, don't know much about this guy, 10-day DL. And then we got the Astros. They're just getting pummeled with pitchers here. Paredes, he's threw 2 perfect innings in his minor league rehab appearance Saturday. Dusty Baker thinks needs to throw in back-to-back games before being activated. Okay. Odorizzi nearing a minor league rehab, so he's getting closer. Verlander spoke to reporters, first time in 10 months, saying the rehab for Tommy John and the right elbow is going well. He added, though pitching for the Astros this year is a long shot, he is not ruling it out. Valdez through a bullpen session He missed the entire season for a fractured left finger, showing good command. So maybe Valdez is going to come back. So like that, those are all big boosts for the Houston Astros. Acuna, coming Saturday's night game, he left, but he will be back for the final. So no big deal. Voit, it's doing better. Could return Sunday or Tuesday. So we might see Luke Voit coming back sooner rather than later. Pollock now left the game on Friday. This is all from the weekend because we didn't do one of these over the weekend, so a lot more games here. Starling Marte scheduled to do some work off field. He's looking pretty much game ready. Jazz Chisholm is on track next week. Mike Fiers is placed on the 10-day DL list. There's lots of guys here. Byron Buxton, he's on the 10-day DL list with a right hip sprain. Ouch, those aren't fun. Strasburg is scheduled to continue throwing program at Yankee Stadium this weekend. So this is all like over the past weekend. And then Louis Robert will not require surgery. Okay, almost said that wrong. Grade 3 hip flexor strain. Grade 3 is not good. Working an injury, that's not good at all. But it is what it is, and that's the injury report, and that's the talk a little bit about the power rankings, as well as the 5-game review. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you guys for the next video.